Hello, whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. It's that time of the year again. Christmas is upon us, so the Christmas tree is up. And for Christmas, you need to have a Christmas dram. And I've got just the perfect bottle for it, the Paul John Christmas Edition 2023. And just like last year, I had the honor and pleasure of discussing this little malt together with, and this time it was with the global ambassador and also the master distiller Michael Zuza, who discussed this one with me on Instagram Live. Exciting indeed. Now, obviously, I also want to talk about this whiskey with you guys. So I have the Christmas edition 2023 by Paul John from India. Now, what's special about this one is that it has matured, in fact, on two types of casks. And the malt is completely unpeated this time around. Contrary to the Christmas edition 2022, this one is completely unpeated. It matured on two types of casks. First, it matured on an ex-bourbon cask, and then it was finished on a single vintage Colheita tawny port cask. Now, Colheita is actually a fortified wine, a port wine, but that is a single grape and a single harvest variety. So Colheita is basically the top of the port wines, and Paul John actually used one of those casks to finish this Paul John Christmas Edition 2023. It is bottled at 46% ABV, and it gets its color, which is a dark amber, almost bronze, from the port cask, obviously. And that's the one I would like to talk to you about today on this Christmas Eve. The Christmas edition from Paul John 2023 at 46% ABV on the nose. Well, this nose it begins rather closed, or friendly if you like, because nothing really stands out. There's a lot of aroma in there, but nothing competes with anything else. So they go hand in hand, which creates quite a beautiful balance indeed. I get nice notes of dried Seville oranges, some creamy vanilla in there, vanilla custard basically, a soft touch of red fruit, and this is rounded off with some Cuberdons, which is a typical purple triangle fruit from Ghent, Belgium, in fact, and some origin chocolate. But it's also balanced and deliciously delicate, to be honest, on the palate then. On the palate, it's a different story. It's not so much delicate nor friendly. It's basically, well, it is friendly, but it is much more powerful and much more aromatic than the nose promised. It's a completely different story. It's nice and syrupy. It's cloying, it sticks to the mouth, but I get more vanilla, I get some caramel, some nice notes of red fruit in there, cherries and strawberries mostly, and all of this is wrapped in this nice jacket of mocha and some cloves in there, and maybe a pinch of black pepper there as well. But the tannins of the barrel, to be honest, they really counterfoot the uber sweetness of the tawny port cask, the Colheita tawny port cask. So on the one hand, you've got these huge sweet notes with red fruits and caramel and vanilla, and on the other hand, you've got these tannins from the Colheita barrel that actually counterfoot that sweetness and make sure that this Christmas edition has a beautiful, beautiful balance indeed. On the finish then. That finish is long, very rich, very flavorsome, very satisfying, and is a nice balance between sweetness and dryness indeed. I have to hand it to Mr. Michael Souza. Again, you've outdone yourself. So this is the 6th Christmas edition, and I've been lucky enough to try all 6 of them. And I remember saying last year that was my favorite Christmas edition so far. You did it again, sir. You did it again, because this is now my favorite Christmas edition by Paul John. The beautiful Indian single malt indeed. And I would like to, give a big shout out to not only the people at Paul John Distillers, but also the people of the Nectar, the Belgian importer of the Paul John whiskies, for making this a possibility indeed. And I'm already blocking my calendar for December 2024 to try the next Christmas edition, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But in the meantime, I will enjoy this beautiful bottle of the Paul John Christmas Edition 2023. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, yo hi, or jai ho, or I don't even remember how to say cheers in India. But anyway, Merry Christmas.